Hello again. So this is the continuation of solving problems in Kirchhoff's law. Okay, this time we're going to use the branch current method. Okay, so for a while. Okay, again, we're given the same problem, 18 volts and 24 volts power source. Then we have two resistors. R1 is 3 ohms, R2 is 3 ohms, and R3 is 6 ohms. Okay, so same process. First, we're going to determine the charges. Okay, it's positive or negative charge. So the battery here is positive, here is negative. Then resistor going this direction, negative to positive. It is negative, positive, and then going down, negative, positive. So going back, it's still positive. Okay, in this case, in this direction, negative to positive. So this is positive, negative, negative, positive, and down is negative, positive. Okay, so now we're going to be solving for the unknowns, which are, we have I1 and E1, I2 and E2, and then I3 and E3. Okay, so first we determine the direction of the currents. Okay, so in this point we have a node here or a junction. So your I1 is going in this direction, while your I2 is going in this direction, and I3 is going down. Okay, so again, using Kirchhoff's current law, where it states that any current entering a node or a junction is positive, while current leaving a node or junction is negative. Okay, so in this case, I1 and I2 are entering a node, so they are positive. So I1 and I2 are positive, while I3 here is leaving the node, so it is negative. So minus I3. Okay, so arranging the equation lang. So this should be equal to 0. Okay, so it states that currents entering a node is positive, are positive. In this case, there are two. And then a current leaving a node is negative. So as you can see in the figure, if we're going this direction, so I1 is entering a node and I2 is also entering the same node or junction. So they are positive. And I3 is leaving the junction or the node. So it is negative. So arranging it to be a proper equation, it is I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. Okay, so that will be our first equation for current. Okay, now we're going to discuss the loops. Okay, so in a closed loop, the voltages should be equal to 0. Okay, so when the summation or algebraic sum of the voltages should be equal to 0. So that is this loop, negative to positive. So this is your loop 1 and this is your loop 2. Okay, now for loop 1, for loop number 1, so here, okay, this is where we're going to use the charges, okay, positive and negative. So here it hits positive 18. So 18 here is positive. Okay, I'll be writing the unit of volts, the final answer na lang, since we're talking about voltages. So pare-pare lang na volts yan, okay? So it's here, it's positive. Then goes up there, it's negative. So it is minus E1, voltage in 1 is negative. Then going down again, it hits negative. So your E3 is negative. So minus E3, that is equal to 0. Okay, so that's your first loop. In loop 2, okay, the second loop, so here it hits positive, so 24 volts is positive. Okay, going up, negative, so R2, so E2 here is negative, minus E2, and then going down again, it hits negative R3, so the voltage is negative. So it is negative E3 is equal to 0. Okay, now I'm just going to transform the equation to look like a proper equation using the constant or putting the constant right side of the equation. Okay, so pag nag-transpose tayo, this becomes negative. So pag nag-cancel tayo negative sign, this 2 becomes positive na. So it is E1 plus E3 is equal to 18. And then here, lipat natin doon, this becomes negative. Then when you transform it to positive, multiply both sides by negative 1, this 2 becomes positive. So it is E2 plus E3 is equal to 24. Or to make it easier, parang itong dalawang ito, na negative siya, transpose mo lang doon. So they became positive. And this 2 transpose mo doon, so both negative, they became positive. Okay, so the problem naman here, okay, is you have two equations, but you have three unknowns. So you're looking for E1, E3, and E2. So tatlo. Sa current, then we have I1, I2, and I3. So tatlo sila. But we have only two equations. Okay? So dapat equate natin sila na maging isa lang. Okay? Now, if we're going to look for the values of this. Mayroon ka lang kasing given na R. Okay? So yung E mo, alam natin, your voltage is equal to your current multiplied by your resistance. Okay? So meaning, pag pinatan natin itong mga values na to, this becomes E1 is equal to I1 multiplied by R1 plus I3 multiplied by R3 is equal to 18. Okay? In this case naman, here it is I2 multiplied by R2 plus I3 multiplied by R3 is equal to 24. So this is clear, no? So since E1 is equal to I1 times R1. So palitan natin sila. Okay? Now, lagay natin yung values ng R. So your R1 is 3, R2 is 3, and R3 is 6. So R1 mo here is 3 multiplied by I1 plus your I3, ang R3 mo is 6. 6 multiplied by R3. So I just changed the values of R's, no, from the given. Okay, so your R1 is 3 multiplied by I1, then your R3 is 6 multiplied by I3 is equal to 18. Okay, here it is R2 ulit, which is 3 ohms multiplied by I2 plus your R3 again is 6 ohms multiplied by I3 is equal to 24. Okay, so still we have 3 unknowns with only 2 equations. So we have I1, I3, and I2 are missing, 3 of them, but we have only 2 equations na pwede natin gamitin. So what we're going to do is going to cancel or going to substitute one value so that there will only be 2 unknowns. Okay, so pwede mo lang palitan is this one. Okay, so we know that I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. So we substitute the value of I3 to I1 plus I2. So here we get 3 I1 plus 6. Okay, multiplied by your I3 will be changed, or we're going to substitute I3 to I1 plus I2. So that is I1 plus I2 is equal to 18. And here it is 3 I2 plus 6 multiplied by I1 plus I2 is equal to 24. Hopefully you could still there is equal to 24. Okay, now we distribute. Okay, yung 6. Okay, so it is now, I'm removing here para makita niyo yung dulo. Okay, so it is 3 I1 plus 6 I1 plus 6 I2 is equal to 24, sorry, 18. Okay, so there. And then here, distribute natin yung 6 sa dalawa. It is 3 I2 plus 6 I1 plus 6 I2 is equal to 24. Okay, so hopefully you can see pa yung baba. I'll be adding lang yung mga pareho. So I1 and I1, so it is 3 I1 and 6 I1. Okay, I'll write it here na lang, okay, para magkasya siya. Okay, it is 9. So it is 9 I1 plus 6 I2 is equal to 18. Okay. And the other one, so this is your first equation, this is from loop 1, okay? This is from loop 1. Loop 1. Okay, so that's 18. And then from loop 2, we have 6 I1. Then plus we have 3 I2 and 6 I2. So we have 9 I2 is equal to 24. Okay, now in lowest term natin sila. Okay, so baba ko muna to. Baba ko to para ma-lowest term natin yan. So it is 6 I1 plus 9 I2 is equal to 24. So I think we could cancel out a factor para maging bumaba siya ng value. Okay, so 3 is common. We cancel 3. So we have 3 I1 plus 2 I2 is equal to 6. Okay, so that's the equation from loop 1. And here we could still cancel 3. Okay, so we have 2I2 plus 3I2, sorry, 2I1, sorry, plus 3I2 is equal to 8. Okay, so to get the values, we're going to use substitution or cancellation. So I think we should use cancellation na gamitin natin. So I'll be using a different board. I think hindi na kasya doon. Okay, parang hindi na aabot. Okay, I think I'll do it this way. Okay, para medyo mataas siya. Okay. So I'll be writing here, this is your first equation, 3I1 plus 2I2 is equal to 6. And then your second is equal to 2I1 plus 3I2 is equal to 8. Okay, so ito yung equations natin, equation 1, equation 2. So, pwede tayo mamili kung sa ating cancel, no? So, we could cancel 1, I1. So, this is 3I1 and 2I1. So, para magpareho sila, magawin natin silang 6. Okay, so we multiply 2 here and 3 here. Okay, so we distribute, we get 6I1 plus 4I2, then here, okay, is equal to 12. Okay, now next is this one, we distribute 3, so we get 6I1 plus 9I2 is equal to 3 times 8 is 24. Okay, so we subtract, so pwede na ma-cancel to, that's equal to 0. So 4 minus 9 is negative 5I2, okay, and then equal to, it is 12 minus 24, that's negative 12. Okay, so your I2 now is equal to negative 12 divided by negative 5. So I2 now is equal to, so let's see, to be sure, I'll use the calculator. Okay, it's actually 2.4, but para sigurado, okay? So it's 12 divided by 5. Okay, yeah, I'm right. It's 2.4 amperes. Okay, so since may I2 ka na, you could use this value substituted in any of these equations. So pwede mong piliin ito, o pwede mong piliin ito. You'll get the same answer, okay? So I'll be using yung 1. Okay, so ito yung equation 1 natin, no? So this is from 1. No, I think it's substitute. Mas maganda ganun. Substitute in equation 1. Okay, so I2 mo is 2.4, therefore it is 3I1 plus 2 multiplied by 2.4 is equal to 6. Okay, so this is 3I1 plus 4.8 is equal to 6. Okay, so 3I1, dito na lang. 3I1 is equal to 6 minus 4.8. Okay, so therefore, oops, that is equal to I1 is equal to, this is 1.2. Okay, 1.2 divided by 3. So I1 is equal to, I think it's 0.4, just to be sure. 1.2 divided by 3. Okay, it's 0.4. So 0.4 ampere. So that is your I1. Okay, so we have your I2 and we have your here, I1. Okay, now for I3, we know that I3 is equal to I1 plus I2, okay, from the first equation. Therefore, I3 mo is just equal to 0.4 plus 2.4. So your, hopefully you can still see it, okay? I'll just raise it up a bit. Yan siya. Okay, so your I3 now is equal to 2.8 amperes. Yeah. So here's the solution. Hopefully you can see it now, okay? So there, your I2 is 2.4 and your I1 is 0.4. So I3 is I1 plus I2, therefore it is 0.4 plus 2.4. That is equal to 2.8 amperes. Now let us write the values here at our problem. Okay. So your I1, let's remove the loop first. Okay. Your I1 now is 0.4. Sorry. 0.4. Okay, 0.4 amperes. Your I2 is 2.4 amperes. Your I3 is equal to 2.8 amperes. Okay. Now let us multiply R and E to get the voltages. Alright. So for E1 it is 0.4 multiplied by 3. That is 1.2 volts. Okay. E2 now is 2.4 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 7.2. 7.2 volts, okay? And finally, 2.8 multiplied by 6. So that's equal to 16.8 volts. Okay, so let's try to check. Okay, so here, dapat 0 siya. So we're going to use this to check yung loop. Okay, so it is 18 now, that is 18, okay? 18 minus E1, which is 1.2, minus 1.2, Then minus again your E3, which is equal to 16.8. So minus 16.8. Okay, so that is equal to 0. So this one is correct in the first loop. Second loop is 24 minus E2, which is 7.2, minus your E3, which is 16.8. 16.8. Okay, so that's equal to 0. So tama siya. So we satisfied the law, the Kirchhoff's laws. Okay, so for this current law, which is correct since it is 0.4 plus 2.4, that is 2.8. Okay, so it is satisfied sa nakuha to. And then finally, in a closed circuit, okay, so the voltages algebraic sum should be equal to 0. So pag sinamit natin yung mga values na to, with this one, we get 0 and we get 0. Okay, so that's it. So hopefully you understood the solution. This is still Kirchhoff's law. We use the branch current method in solving for the unknown. This is just for 3 resistors and 2 batteries. Okay, so I think that's all. And kindly, if you're confused now or para nalito kayo sa pagkasal, you could watch the video again. Okay, to show you or for you to analyze better. Okay, kung saan ba nakuha yung mga values. Okay, so I think that's all. And see you again on the next video. Okay. Good day to everyone. So hello again. So this is a continuation of the Kirchhoff's law. Okay, so this is a different solution. Okay, we're going to use the node voltage analysis in solving for the voltages and current. Okay, so we have the same figure as the same problem. Okay, we're given 2 voltages, 2 power sources, and 3 resistors. Okay, so this is the node voltage analysis method. Okay, so first is same steps. Determine their charges. So this positive, negative, positive, negative. So going this way, this is negative, positive, negative, positive. So going back, it's positive. Okay, in this loop, negative to positive. So we have negative, positive, and then negative, positive. Going back, it's still positive. Okay, so we're going to solve for I1 and E1, I2 and E2, and I3, E3. Okay, so we're going to solve for the voltages of these resistors and their currents, the current that flows through them. Okay, so first is we're going to determine the equation for the current. Okay, using Kirchhoff's current law. So again, it states that a current entering a junction or node is positive, while a current leaving a junction or node is negative. Okay, so in this case, I1 and I2. Okay, so they're entering this node here. Let's say this is N. Okay, your node N. Okay, so they're entering this one. So they're both positive, while I3 is leaving the node. So it is negative. So again, it is I1 positive plus I2, which is positive again, and minus I3 since it is negative. Is equal to 0. Okay, so again, I1, I2, they are positive since they're entering the node, and I3 is leaving the node, so it is negative. So just arranging it, okay, it becomes I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay, so transposing yung I3, so it becomes positive. Okay, now we go to the loops. Okay, so in loop 1, okay, so negative to positive, this direction. Okay, these are loop 1, and here negative to positive. These are loop 2. Okay, so using the charges here, so 18 is positive. Okay, so 18 is positive. Okay, positive, and then going up, it is negative. So E1 is negative. So that is minus E1. And then going down there, negative for R3, therefore E3 is negative. So that is E3 negative is equal to 0. So this is Kirchhoff's voltage law, wherein the voltages, algebraic sum of the voltages of a closed loop. Okay, here, closed is equal to 0. Okay, now let's try the second loop, this one. So here, positive, so 24 volts is positive. I'll be writing the units later since we're talking about voltage. Alam naman natin, the unit is volts. So, sa file answer ko nalagay yung unit na volts. Okay? So 24, then going up, sorry, going up is negative. So your E2 is negative. So minus E2. Then going down again, so R3 negative. So your E3 is negative minus E3. That is equal to 0. So I repeat, here positive 24, negative E2, and then negative E3. So there. Now we have three unknowns. So this is called the node voltage analysis. Now, so we're going to solve for the voltages. But we're going to use the formula or the first equation, which is I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. So we have only one formula, but we have three unknowns, E1, E2, and E3. So hindi pwedeng solve ng ganun. So you cannot solve three unknowns with one equation. Okay, so pwede pa yung three equations, three unknowns, but one equation with the three unknowns hindi pwede ma-solve. So we're going to use these formulas. We're going to find a way so wherein isa lang yung nawawala, wherein we're looking for just one variable. Okay, in this case, pareho silang may E3. So we could solve E1 in terms of E3, and we could solve E2 in terms of E3. So ibig sabihin, isa lang yung nawawala. Okay, so we could use that. One equation and one unknown. Okay, so for E1, transposing E1 here, so negative E1 becomes positive. Okay, E1 is equal to 18, so nothing changes here, minus E3. And here, transposing E2, so E2 becomes positive. E2 is equal to 24 minus E3. Okay, so meaning, we could solve E1 in terms of E3 and we could solve E2 in terms of E3. So isa na lang yung nawawala. So isa lang yung variable natin. Kasi sila equation na pwede natin gamitin. Okay, now let us now use this formula. Okay, now E1 plus E2 is equal to E3. I think it would be written as this one. I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. So that's the same. Okay, so para mas magandang tingnan. Okay, magkakasunod-sunod sila. Okay, now we're going to change the values. Now remember that E1 is equal to, I1 is equal to E1 over R1, and I2 is equal to E2 over R2. This is from Ohm's law. And I3 is equal to E3 over R3. Okay. Now we're going to change the values. Okay. So E1 here will become 18 minus E3. So substitute natin yung value na nakuha natin dun sa loop. Okay. So your I1 now, there, I1 is E1, which is 18 minus E3 all over R1. Your R1 has a value of 3 ohms. Okay, then plus, so these are I1, okay, plus I2. So I2 is E2 over R2, but your E2 now is this value, substitute it with 24 minus E3. So I2 now becomes E2, which is 24 minus E3, okay, all over R2, which is again 3 ohms, is equal to I3. Your I3 is E3 divided by R3, which is equal to 6 ohms. Okay, so I think that's clear. Now we're going to get the LCD of this value. So there's no problem here, 3 lang yan. Okay, so 3 divided by 3 is 1 multiplied by the numerator. So 1 lang naman, so numerator will retain. That is 18 minus E3 plus 3 divided by 3 is still 1. Multiplied by the numerator, so walang problema, 1 lang. So 3 divided by 3 is 1 multiplied by 24 minus E3, that's still 24 minus E3. That is equal to your E3 over 6, which is equal to I3. Okay, so 6. E3 over 6. Okay, now we could combine and then we could cross multiply, alright? So magiging, pwede mo naman i-cancel dito, we could cancel this one. Okay, para walang cut, okay? So this is 18 plus 24, that is 42, okay? So I'll write it here para magkasya. Okay, 42 plus, minus. It is negative 1 and negative 1, so that is negative 2 E3, okay? Divided by 3. Okay, now I'm going to cross multiply 6 here. So E3, so 6 will be cross multiplied here. Multiplied by 6, so we could cancel 6 and 3. Okay, so this becomes 2, then this becomes 1. Okay, so then 2 multiplied by 42, that is equal to 84, minus 2 multiplied by negative 2, that is negative 4, E3 is equal to E3. Okay, so transposing this one here and 84 the other side, we get negative 4 E3 minus E3. Okay, so this becomes negative. Is equal to negative 84. Okay, so we have negative 5 E3 is equal to negative 84. So E3 therefore is equal to negative 84 all over negative 5. Okay, so I'll use the calculator to be sure. So it is negative 84 or 84. Cancel naman yung negative sign. Okay, 84 divided by 5. So that is equal to 16.8. So you're hopefully you can see it here. Dito lang sa taas, no? So your E3 is equal to 16.8 volts. Okay, you can see that. Okay, now your E1, sorry, E1 is equal to this. Okay, E1. Okay, so it is 18 minus your E3. So it is 18 minus your E3, which is equal to 16.8 volts. Okay, so your E1 now is equal to 1.2 volts. And your E2 is equal to this one, 24 minus E3. So it is 24 minus your E3, which is 16.8. So it is 7.2. 7.2 volts. So you have your E1, E2, and E3. Now let us place them in the given problem so we could solve for the currents. Okay. So your, I'll just move the loop. Okay, I'll just be erasing the loop muna. Okay. So your E1 is equal to 1.2 volts. Your E2 is equal to 7.2 volts. And your E3 is equal to 16.8 volts. Okay, now solving for the current, we have 1.2 divided by 3. I think that's 0.4 to be sure. 1.2 divided by 3. Yes, that is 0.4. So 0.4 amperes. And here it's 7.2 divided by 3. That is equal to 2.4 amperes. 2.4 amperes. And finally, your I3, 6 ohms was erased. Okay, so just write it back. 6 ohms. Okay. So it is 16.8 divided by 6. So that is 16.8 divided by 6. So that is 2.8. Okay, so let's see if we're correct. Okay, so if you check the loop, it is 18 minus 1.2 minus 16.8. Okay, since E1 is 1.2 and E3 is 16.8. So that's 18. So if we subtract, you get 0. Okay, also here, 24 minus 7.2 minus 6.8, that is equal to 0. But the best way to check it is using the current. Okay, so dapat I1 plus I2 should be equal to I3. The two currents entering is equal to the current leaving. Okay, so these two are valued at 0.4 amperes and 2.4. So papasok sila, so you add them, yung equality, mag-equal sila to I3. So I think that's correct. 2.4 plus 0.4, that is 2.8 amperes. So you could check the other solution for branch current if we get the same answer. Okay, so you could select with the branch current method or with the node voltage analysis. So your voltage here, your VN, EN is equal to E3. So yung load mo rito. Okay, so you could check the other solution. So hopefully you understood the solution. If not, you could watch it again, okay, for you to understand where the values came from. Okay, so I think that's it, and hopefully this video helped you in analyzing this type of solution. So that's it, and have a good day. Bye. So I'm here to solve a problem, okay, in convention circuit with 8 resistors. So actually it was solved before na sa naunang topics natin, but I would like to thank Ms. Liza De Guzman of BS Architecture na ni-remind ako na sabi ko kasi I would be showing a solution dito. Okay, so sabi niya kanina, so I'm going to solve the problem now. So although some of you got the correct answer before, maganda rin that I will be reviewing this problem para magamit natin in the next topics, okay, para mas maliwanag. Okay, so I think the problem is familiar. Okay, so it has 8 resistors. Each resistor has a value of 1 ohm. Okay, so we're going to look for the total resistance, total voltage, total current, and of course the individual voltages and currents of each components of the circuit. Okay, so the first thing to do, dinrawing ko na siya, no, para medyo mabilis ng konti. And kahit na 3 steps lang siya, is medyo malaki pa rin, so hindi makita yung sa ibaba. So I'll be bringing the camera down na lang mamaya. Okay, so pardon din kung medyo malabo yung cam. This webcam is, I wasn't really using this webcam na medyo matagal-tagal na kaya medyo malabo siya. But hopefully you could see pa rin yung mga values. So maliit sila kasi, as you know, mahaba yung solution. Okay, so mahirap pagkasyahin dito sa board. Okay, so first is you're given the values of resistances, each having a 1 ohm value, okay, dito sa problem. Okay, so you're given the total voltage of 6 volts. Okay, so the first thing to do is to compress the diagram and solve for the total resistance. Now, total resistance is 2 ohms. Okay, so ang unang tanong, paano ba nakuha yung 2 ohms? Okay, so first, ano ba dapat mong i-compress? Okay, so we cannot compress these 5 resistors na to since R1 and R4 are in series as well as R3 and R5 are in series. Okay, but these two series circuits are in parallel with R2, which is 1 ohm. So ang first mo pwedeng gawin is you could get the summation of R1 and R4, and then we have R3 and R5. So in this case, pagsamahin natin sila, they are in series ang connection. So in series circuit, resistance are added lang. Okay, so we have 1 ohm and 1 ohm, 1 ohm and 1 ohm. We have RA equal to 2 ohms, and we have RB equal also to 2 ohms. Okay, I think that's clear. So naging isa-isa na lang sila. Okay, now we could still combine R7 and R8. Okay, so pareho silang 1. Okay, now I think you know the formula for solving two resistors in parallel is just R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So in this case, it is 1 times 1 divided by 1 plus 1. Okay, so I'll be writing the formula lang dito sa tabi. So it is R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So therefore, it is R1 times R2, that is 1 times 1. Okay, that is equal to 1. So, lagay ko na yung value na ito. That is equal to 1. And then all over R1 plus R2, in this case, R7 plus R8, sorry, yes, R8. So, 1 plus 1, it is equal to 2. Yun. So, it is 1/2 or equals siya sa 0.5 ohms. Okay, that will be your R sub C. So, your RA is yung summation of R1 and R4, ayun, that is 2. And then your RB is the summation of R3 and R5, which is 1 and 1, that is equal also to 2. Now, itong dalawa, since hindi sila i-add, no? They are in parallel in combination nila, so you're going to use this formula, R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so we have 1 times 1 all over 1 plus 1, that is 1 over 2 or 0.5, 1/2. Okay, so yun yung value niya. Okay, so wait, let me get my eraser. Okay, now, so the next step will be solving for these 3 resistors. Okay, so you have 2, 1, and 2 na value. That will be your RD since RC to, no? So RD. I hope this part is sufficient na pag magsosolve lang. Okay, so sa long method, it is 1 over R total, but you could use your calculator, straight na siya doon. Okay, so it is 1 over R total, that is equal to 1 over yung value niya, 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 and so on. So you have 2, 1, and 2. So it is 1 over 2 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 2. So getting the least common denominator, which is 2. So 2 divided by 2 times 1, ganun lang naman siya, no? 2 and 2, that is 1, plus 2 divided by 1 is 2 times 1, that is 2. Plus 2 divided by 2 times 1, that is 1. So you get 4 over 2. Now, ang answer mo dito is 2, but hindi pa yun yung answer mo actually kasi it is 1 over R total. So you get the reciprocal. So it is actually 2 over 4. So 2 over 4 is still 1/2 or 0.5 ohms. Okay? So the value for RA R2 and RB, when they are combined in parallel, is equal to 2 over 4 or equal to 1/2 or 0.5. So ayun, that is your RD. So combining these three, you get RD. Okay, so I'll be erasing it. Discussion is quite fast since I know I've discussed this before. Okay, so it's just a review. Okay, so I'll bring the camera down a little bit for you to see lower part. Yon. Okay, so we know now that the combination or parallel connected yung RA2 and SR2 and RB, so value nila is 0.5. Okay, yung R6 mo may E1, okay, dito yung R6 mo na will retain, ayun 1 ohm. And of course yung RC, okay, yung dalawang nakaparallel na to kanina, so kinumbine natin is 0.5. So RD is 0.5, R6 is 1, and RC is 0.5. So they are connected now in series circuit na siya. So pwede lang silang pag-add, okay? So meaning you have 0.5 plus 1 plus 0.5, that is 2 ohms. Okay, so that's the value for the total resistance, which is 2 ohms. So I'll be writing it here. On top, this is your R total. This is 2 ohms. Okay, so solving for the total current, you have 6 volts given. Yan, 6 volts ang given mo. So it is only E divided by R. So you get 3 amperes. So 3 amperes here is your I total. Okay, so lagay ko dito, 3 amperes. Okay, so we have 2. Now, it's going back. Okay, so meaning alam mo na to. Now, this resistor will be breaking into 3 resistors. So, pag nag-break siya, pag ganyan, so it is still a single circuit. So, isa lang yung flow ng current mo. So, therefore, series circuit to. So, naman ang current nito, this R total, will be the current of these 3 resistors. Okay, so ibig sabihin, if it is 3 amperes, dahil nag-series siya, which is constant ang current, kita mo naman kahit mag-break pa yan ng ilan, isang ikot pang current mo. So, ito naman isang ikot, kahit mag-5 pa yan, mag-6 pa yan, ang current mo is isang ikot lang siya. Okay, so isang, kumbaga constant siya. So, pare-pareho ang values nila. Okay, so you have here, your ID now is 3 amperes. Your I6 is 3 amperes. Hopefully, you could see kahit medyo mali lang. No? And of course, your IC is 3 amperes. Okay, so you're given now, you have the value for resistances and your value for current. So, pwede ka na mag-solve ng mga voltages mo. So, for ED, you have 0.5 multiplied by 3. So, you have 1.5 volts. Okay, dito rin, it is 3 volts. It is 3 times 1, so you have 3 volts. And finally, 0.5 or 1/2 multiplied by 3, it is 1.5 volts. Okay, so this part is complete. Now, meron na tayong R6, no? You don't have to write it here pa. Okay, kasi pareho lang naman ang value. We could write it na dito sa ating main problem. Okay, so your voltage is 3 volts and your current is 3 amperes. Okay, so that is your current value. Okay, now, nandito na tayo, pupunta tayo doon. Okay, kaya lang pag tinas ko yung camera, kindly remember that here, sa baba tayo, no? Sa baba tayo. Unahin ko na to since yung mawawala. Okay, so yung EC and IC mo are the same. Okay, hindi pa lang naman dito. Okay, ang EC and IC. Now, dito tayo para mas nakikita pa to. Huli ko na yung nasa taas since yung camera is papanig ko na naman. So, para kita tong parehong nasa baba. So, meaning your RC here breaks down into 2 resistors. Okay, now the connection of the resistors are in parallel. Okay, therefore, what is constant na parallel circuit? Voltage is constant, meaning whatever the voltage of this RC here is equal to the voltages of R7 and R8. Okay, so you have 1.5 volts for this resistor, meaning pareho din ito since ang break niya is parallel. Okay, so you have 1.5 volts and 1.5 volts. Okay, so meron ka ng resistance and meron ka ng voltage, so you can solve for the current. It is E divided by R. So it is 1.5 divided by 1. Okay, that is equal to 1.5 amperes and 1.5 amperes. So far, we got the value for R7 and R8 and R6, and of course, the total current and the total resistance. Okay, so papanik ko yung cams on the left for you to see. It's quite hard na kung maliit yung ating area for solving. Yan, kita pa rin yung values. Okay, so kita pa naman. Okay, so dito tayo sa RD. Okay, now your RD breaks into 3. Okay, tatlo. Now, ang RD mo na yan, from one resistor to three resistors, anong circuit sila? They're connected in parallel. Therefore, your constant is your voltage. Okay, system break niya is pag ganun. Okay, so meaning whatever the voltage value of RD is the voltage of each of the resistors here. So your RA now, wait, I don't think my mic will reach. Okay, so your RA now is equal also to 1.5 volts. And your E2 is 1.5 volts, and your EB is 1.5 volts. Okay, so you're given your resistances and you have your voltages now. You could solve for the currents. Okay, so your I here, IA, sorry, IA. Hindi yata kita masyado. Baba ko na lang siya dito. Okay, IA, yun. So it is 1.5 divided by 2. So that is 0.75 amperes. Okay, likewise dito sa baba, it is 1 only. So 1.5 divided by 1 is still 1.5 amperes. Okay, and then here it is 1.5 divided by 2. So it is 0.75 amperes. Okay. So, yung R6 mo is okay na, meron tayo dito. Now, you could write the value now for your R2. So, you have here, your E2 is 1.5 volts, and then your I2 is 1. Is why? Yes, it's 2. It should be 2. Hey, wait. It's nasa ibabaw siya, sorry. Ito pala yung 3. Okay, nasa ibabaw siya. So, E2 mo is 1.5 volts and your I2 is 1.5 amperes. Okay. So, yan ba? Nagkamali ako ng pagkasulat dito. Okay? So, it is 3. Yan. Doon yung 2 mo sa taas. Okay. So, okay na dito. You have only 4 resistors left. Okay? So, your RA now, can you see it still? Yes, be seen. So, your RA now breaks down into 2. Okay, so from here, naging dalawa siya, the circuit is series. Okay, therefore, whatever the current value of this resistor, which is RA, is equal to the currents of these two resistors, which is equal to 0.75 amperes. So 0.75 amperes, 75A, and 0.75 A. Okay, so we just multiply to get the voltage, R times I, that is your voltage E. It is 0.75 volts and 0.75 volts. Okay, so likewise, the lower half naman dito in the middle. So we have, again, RB breaks down into 2, which is a series circuit. Therefore, kung series siya, naman ang current nito is the same current as R3 and R5. So this is equal to 0.75 amperes and 0.75 amperes. Okay, now solving for the voltages, it is just 1 multiplied by 0.75. So that is 0.75 volts and 0.75 volts. Pardon ko, di masyado maintindihan na maliit siya. No? Okay, so I think we got them all. Now, how do we check? Okay, so check natin pag ganito siya. So, ang papasok na current sa total current mo is 3 amperes. So, 3 yan. So, sa parallel circuit, nag-break ang current mo, di ba? So, in parallel circuit, it is I1 plus I2 plus I3. That is equal to the total current. Okay? So, in this case, ang current na dumadaloy dito is 0.75. Sa gitna, yun, it is 1.5. So, dumadali dito, yun, kita nyo naman, no? 0.75 ang dumadali dyan. Constant siya, di ba? So, 0.75. Dito naman, ang dumadali ay 1.5. And sa baba, flow na current dyan is also equal to 1.75. So, 1.75 plus 1.5 plus 0.75 is equal to 3 amperes din. So, 3 amperes ang lalabas dito. Siyempre, pag bumaba yan, ayun, siyempre tatamaan yun, 3 amperes pa rin yan. Okay? Now, yung 3 amperes na yan, papasok naman yung 3 amperes na yan dyan. So, magbe-break na naman sa dalawa. So, 1 here and 1 here. So, dapat total niya is 3. So, dito sa baba, ang current mo is 1.5 and then dito naman is 1.5 din. So, pag pinagaan mo yan, that is equal to 3. So, 3 ang pumasok, naghati sila. That is 1.5, 1.5. And of course, pag lalabas sila dyan, 1.5, 1.5 lalabas yan, that is also equal to 3 pa rin dapat. Okay, repeat. Pagpasok ng current mo, that is 3 amperes. They break down, it will break down into 3. So 1 is 1.5 in the middle, and then 0.75, 0.75. So yung 3 mo na yun na break into 3, tamang-tama. It is equal to 3 amperes. Paglabas niya, 3 amperes siya. Pagdaan niya dito, syempre, dapat kung 3 amperes yan, wala namang junction. So 3 amperes pa rin. So may kita mo yung answer mo, 3 amperes. So tama. Then magpasok niya rito, it will break again into 2, 3 amperes. So tamang-tama, ang hati niya, yung gitna, it is 1.5 and 1.5. So tamang-tama rin yung papasok yung 3, nag-adi sa dalawa. Paglabas niya rito, it is still 3 amperes. Okay, so that's how to, parang simple checking lang naman yan. Okay, so you're familiar with the problem. It's just a review. Okay, so for those who didn't get it the first time, at least you could watch this video and then you could rewind it or repeat it dun sa part na hindi mo naintindihan. Okay, so I think that's all. Okay, so hopefully this video helped you to understand this problem better. Okay, so I think that's all, and have a nice day. A good day to everyone.
Hello, good morning to everyone. So there was a request that I will be solving problems containing 15 resistors, which is the number of resistors in your upcoming quiz. So I'm now here at our room since hindi nakakasya sa aking whiteboard sa bahay. But hopefully medyo mahaba siya ng konti. Hopefully you could still see the values. So I figured the values na, but I'll be discussing the process of how the values were taken. Okay? So paano sila na-solve? Ngayon, kindly listen very carefully na lang. And if you can read, okay, the values, I'll be dictating them naman for you to write them if you want to have a lecture on this. Okay? So I'll be solving them. Kahit na-answer na sila, is mapakita ko yung process paano nagawa. Kasi I'll be solving them, kung compute ko pa siya, so magtatagal tayo ng konti. Okay? So the problem here has 15 resistors. Okay. Now all R's or resistors are rated at 1 ohm each. Okay. So each resistor has a value of 1 ohm. Okay. Okay. So we have 15 resistors here. We're going to compress it into one resistor to get the total resistance of the circuit. Okay. So ano ba ang una i-compress? Okay. So in this first part here, medyo complex siya, okay? So you could see 2 resistors in series, 2 resistors in series, 3 resistors in parallel, but this parallel circuit has 2 other resistors connected in series, okay? And here we have 2 resistors in parallel and 2 resistors in series connected in parallel with the other 2 resistors. And here, there's no problem here. We have 2 resistors in parallel, right? So the total voltage is 24 volts. So, you're given 24 volts and the values of the resistances. Okay, so wala mo na yung mga answers na yan, right? So, yung mga may na-underline na yan, that's what you're going to solve. Pero may answer na, discuss mamaya paano sila nagawa the process. Okay? So, let's compress the figure. Okay, so first, R1 and R7 are connected in series. Okay, so therefore, you combine them, it is just 1 plus 1. Therefore, that is your R sub A, which is 2 ohms, 1 plus 1. Likewise, R2 and R8 also in series, 1 ohm and 1 ohm, so therefore 2 ohms total resistance. Okay? Now, before you compress this, we should first combine these 3 resistors. Okay? So R4, R5, and R6 are connected in parallel. Okay, so it's only 1 over R total is equal to 1 over, so each R has a value of 1 ohm. So it is equal to 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1. Okay, so it is equal to 1/3. Okay, sorry, 3 over 1. Sorry, 3 over 1. But it is still 1 over total. So kunin mo ba yung reciprocal niya? So you get 1 over 3. Okay, so or in decimal, it is 0.33. Okay, repeat. These are 3 resistors in parallel, therefore our formula is 1 over R total is equal to 1 over R1, 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3, or 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1. So that is 3 over 1. Or, sorry, not or, but we have still to get the reciprocal to get R total. So we get 1 over 3 or 0.33 ohms. Okay, so combination of these 3 is 0.33 ohms. Okay, hopefully that's clear. Okay, so we have RA2, RB2, and RC 0.33. Okay, going down. Okay, so this is 1 ohm, 1 ohm. Okay, R12 and R13 are connected in series. So 1 and 1 lang yan. Pag pinag-combine mo, you get 2, which is yung RD mo. Okay? You have 2 ohms. No problem here, no? Series na naman sila. Just combine them, 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. Okay. Now, going down, okay, the last two resistors, okay, so each has a value of 1. Okay, so pagka dalawa lang sila in parallel, it is R total is equal to R1 times R2 over R1 plus R2. Therefore, pareho lang sila 1, it is equal to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 times. Sorry, 1 times 1 is 1 times 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So you have 1 over 2 or equal to 0.5. Okay? So your RE, pag pinag-combine mo sila, it is equal to 0.5. I repeat, for two resistors, ang formula mo lang is R1 times R2 over R1 plus R2. So that is 1 times 1 divided by 1 plus 1. Okay, so that is 1 half or 0.5 ohms. Okay, so nakatayang problem dyan. Okay? So, again, we compress the figure again. So in this case, you have two resistors in parallel, then these three are connected in series. So in series na to, pwede mo nang pag-combine. Ayan, okay? So R3 is 1, R9 is 1, or 1 ang given natin, okay? So 1 plus 1 and then 0.33. So your R3 plus RC plus R9 is equal to 2.33 ohms. Okay, series lang naman yan. You just add them, okay? So that is 2.33 ohms. Now, these three, yeah, so this is 1, 1, and 2. So they are connected now in parallel. So you could combine this, okay? So ano yung formula ulit? 1 over R total is equal to, so 1 over R1 and so on. So it is 1, 1, and 2. So it is 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 2, okay? So law method ka wala ka calculator. So it is equal to 2, your LCD. And then this is 2 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, so this is 5 over 2. Or, you have to get the reciprocal. So it is 2 all over 5 to get our total. Or 20 divided by 5, that is 4, so 0.4. So the value of these three, R10, R11, and RD, is equal to RG, 0.4 ohms. Okay, so I think that's, alam natin to, the solution has been discussed before. I discussed before. Okay, so that is your RG. Okay, so RE wala nang problema doon. Okay, so ito na lang i-figure natin. We have only 5 resistors. Now, these three, RA, RB, and RF, okay, they are in parallel. Okay, so we combine them again. So using the formula, or we just compute it. It is 1 over R total is equal to, so 2 na naman. 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2.22. Sorry, 33. Am I right? 2.33. So therefore, it is equal to, your LCD should be 4.33 or 66. Okay. Then we add, this is still 2.33 plus 2.33 plus 2. Okay, so you get 6.66 divided by 4.66. Okay? Now, you get the reciprocal, cancel natin to. Maka-cancel na yan, maka-cancel dito. So, it is 3 over 2. 166 over 2. Okay, then you get the reciprocal, you get, nasya pa ba? Reciprocal, dito lang sa wala. You get 2.66 divided by 3.66. Okay, so yun yung value niya. So, pag makuha mo yung total resistance nitong ganito, okay, it is equal to 0.5. Tama-tama ang value niya. Okay. So, it is combination ng mga to, you get 0. Actually, it's not 0.7. This is equal to, I think, 0.69. 699 something. Okay. So, it is 0.699 kasi 2.3 yun eh. Okay, so rounding it off, we get 0.70. Okay, so 0.7 or 0.70. So that is your RH when you combine these three. Okay, so ayan yung solution niya. Purihin ko kasi nakakalito. Hindi mo rin yung solution natin. Okay, to try to compute with your calculators. Okay, I think 0.9699. Okay, kasi 2 and 3 yun eh. then the 3 bar. Okay? So this is the value. RH 0.7, RG 0.4, and RE 0.5. Okay, so naka-series na sila. So naka-series na, pwede i-combine at mo lang sila, you get the value of 1.6 ohms. Okay, this is your R total. So you get the value here. Okay, so lagyan natin dito sa main. Hopefully you can see this part. You can see this part. Okay. It is 1.6. Malabo din. Okay, hindi ko na pwede ko sabihin. Okay, hindi nakikita. Hindi kita ko nakikita nyo. But it's 1.6. Okay, so you are given the total voltage of 24 volts. And RT is equal to 1.6. Okay, so getting the total current is 24 volts divided by 1.6, that is equal to 15 amperes. So 15 amperes dito is your total current. Okay, so we have your totals. Given yung E, we solve for I and we solve for R. So dapat, after that, tama ito. So when you have a mistake here, there's a problem going back. Okay, solve it. Okay, so ngayon, pabalik tayo. So you're given, or you solve for the total current, 15 amperes. Now this resistor will break into 3. So ang usapan naman natin palagi, when the resistor breaks, anong circuit ang pinuntahan niya? Naging series ba siya o naging parallel ba siya? And then ano ba yung constant sa series and ano yung constant sa parallel? Yun lang pinag-usapan. Anong circuit siya nag-break? And then ano yung constant doon sa series na yun? Okay? So in this case, R total breaks into 3, series circuit yan. Okay? So in series, constant ang current. Okay? So therefore, your I total here is equal to IE, IG, and IH. Okay? So meaning lahat sila, ito rin ang 15 maliit dyan, below ganito, 15 lahat yan. Kasi from 1 resistor to 3, series circuit siya. So pag series circuit yan, constant ang kanilang current. Okay? So you have your resistances, you have your currents. Okay, so meron ka ng current, meron ka ng resistance, you could solve for the voltage. It is simply I times R. So we multiply this, multiply, we get for EA 10.5 volts, EG 6 volts, and then RE or EE is 7.5 volts. Okay, so I repeat, ang I mo dito is I ng tatlo. Then you are given your R, solve mo na kanina, so you get your E. So may E ka na. Okay? So, I'll be going back doon sa pinakamadali, yung pinaka-content, yung RE mo. Okay? So, RE, hindi nalagay mo ang values na ito, pare-pareho lang naman yan. Punta na tayo sa main. Okay? Dalawa lang naman sila. Okay, so this resistor becomes or breaks down into 2, okay, which is a parallel circuit. So what is constant sa parallel circuit is yung voltage mo, okay? So whatever the voltage of this resistor is equal to 7.5, yun lang value ng voltage ng dalawang yun, okay? So ang E mo dito is 7.5 volts. So therefore, your two resistors here, pareho silang 7.5 volts. So pareho sila ng voltage kasi nag-break siya into a parallel circuit, okay? Now, 7.5, para buwan natin yung I, is simply E divided by R. But your R's are equal to 1. Therefore, 7.5 divided by 1 is still 7.5. 7.5 divided by 1 is still 7. So, tapos na ito. Buwan na natin sila. Okay? So, punta tayo sa next complex part. RG. Okay. So, yung RG ito breaks down into 3. Okay, itong RG mo. Yan, tatlo. Therefore, anong circuit siya nag-break? Nag-break siya into a parallel circuit. Therefore, whatever the voltage of this resistor, RG, is the equal voltage of this 3. Okay? So, voltage niya is 6 volts. Therefore, 6 volts, 6 volts, 6 volts. Okay? So, puro 1 lang naman to, no? So, this is 6 volts divided by 1 for I. I is equal to E divided by R. Okay? So 6 divided by 1 is equal to 6 amperes. 6 divided by 1 is equal to 6 amperes. But then, okay, but in this case, this one is 6 divided by 2. So it is 3 amperes. Okay? So we have the values for R10 and R11. 6 volts and 6 amperes. So transfer lang natin dito. 6 volts and 6 amperes. Okay? Now we go to RD. Okay. RD breaks into 2. Okay, so ito, break siya into 2. Yan. Anong circuit? Since, yan, there's no break in the current at direction flow niya, series circuit yan. Okay, there's no break. So therefore, whatever the voltage, or sorry, the current value, of RD is equal to the current values of R12 and R13 kasi constant current. Okay? So we have 3 amperes and going back 3 amperes, 3 amperes. Okay, so we have the value for I12 and I13. Now solving for the voltage, R is equal to 1 lang siya, di ba? So E mo is equal to I times R. Pero 1 lang siya, kaya 3 volts. Okay? Now, makikita natin dito, constant pa rin siya kasi dapat parallel circuit, constant ang voltage mo. 6 volts dito, 6 volts dito, 6 volts dito para na-combine. Pinagagawin natin still 6 volts. So, 6 volts. Okay? So, constant sa parallel circuit. Okay, so we're done with this part. Punta yan, medyo mahaba ng konti. Okay, umpisa natin sa RA. Okay, so RA mo, no? Nag-break siya into 2. Okay, so this is still a series circuit kasi wala break sa current, series yan. Okay, so kung series siya, constant po is I. Therefore, ano man ang value ng current nito, yun ang value ng current nun, which is equal to 5.25. From unit here. Should be amperes. Okay. So 5.25 amperes, 5.25 amperes. So pareho naman ang series to dun eh. Okay? So lipat lang natin yung value ng current nila. So both of them will have yan 5.25, 5.25 kasi naka-series. Ano din dito 5.25, 5.25. Okay? So may I ka na, may R ka na, R was only 1. So you just multiply 5.25 times 1 is still 5.25 to get the voltage. Okay, so voltage is 5.25, 5.25. Pareho din dito. Kasi, nag-break sila pareho lang sa naka-series. Okay? Dito tayo sa baba. Okay. So, sa baba, yan, this one, sa RF, nag-break sa tatlo. You know, tatlo. So, from RF, nag-break sa tatlo, it is a series circuit. Kasi, direction yung current mo. So, naman ang current nito, yun ang current ng tatlo. So we have 4.51. Okay, so 4.51, 4.51, and 4.51. Okay, so if you have your R and your I, you can solve for your E. It's simply R times I. So multiply mo lang yung 1, we get 5.51 here and then 5.51 here kasi 1 lang. But in this case, it is 0.33. Sorry. So 0.33 multiplied, 4 times 4.51, and repeat, 0.33 multiplied by 4.51 is equal to 1.49. Okay? So that is 1.49 volts. Okay? So yung values na to for R3 and R9, transfer lang natin dyan, R9 and R3. Okay? So pareho sa sila. Ito lang mag-break. Okay? So this RE will break into parallel circuit. Okay, therefore, parallel circuit yan. Anong constant sa parallel circuit? Constant ang voltage. So, E is 1.49. Therefore, 1.49, lahat yan has 1.49, 1.49, 1.49 na E. Okay. Now, 1 lang naman yung mga R mo. Therefore, E divided by R, para kung mo yung I, it is 1.49 divided by 1 lang. So, same value, 1.49 amperes. Okay, so 1.49 amperes, 1.49, 1.49. So we got all the values. So, paano ka mag-check? Okay, checking. Combine natin yung I at yung mga E's. Okay, yung E total mo should be equal to 24 volts and your I total should be equal to 50 amperes. Okay, so paano natin analyze siya? Okay, so dito ang parallel circuit na isa-isa. So, when you combine parallel circuit, para makuha yung I, ina-add mo yung current nila. Okay? So this is 1.49, 1.49, 1.49. So that is equal to 1.49 multiplied by 3. Okay, 3.47 and plus 3. Is that correct? Is 3 plus 1, 4.47. Okay, so 4.47 ang total current nito pag pinag-aggregate ang itong yan. Okay, so therefore, kung 4.47 yan, ito is 5.51. So meron siyang discrepancy dahil sa decimal place. So, sabihin, ito, yung tatlo ito, pare-pareho yan. current nila. Okay, so current nila is tumatama siya na 4.57. So, na to? So, 4.51 ang total nito, and then plus ito, 5.25 plus 5.95. So, pinagsama ko lang ito, natinignan ko lang kung tama sila. So, nandun din siya kay 4.51. Okay, may discrepancy lang siya. Okay, kasi may yung rounding of decimal place. Okay? So, ang tumatali dito sa tatlong ito is 4.51. Dito is 5.25, 5.25. So, pag pinanggal natin 5.25 yung dalawa times 2, that is 10.5. Plus dito, it is 4.51. So, it is 101.15.01. Okay, so current dito sa lahat na ito, dumatal is 515.01. Dapat 15. Okay, so acceptable pa. Kasi 15.01. May usapan is 0.05 ang ating allowance na tolerance. Okay? So, tama-tama dito, tumatali saan ay pagpasok na yung 15, ang lalabas na yung 15 pa rin. Wala nang siya yung 0.01, that's still acceptable. Dito naman, ang current mo ay 6 amperes plus 6 amperes plus, ito, pareho lang lalabas yan, 3 pa rin yan, no? So, 6 plus 6 plus 3 equals na 15. 15 pa rin. So, 15 dito, 15 dito. Tama yung taloy niya. Okay? This case, yan, parallel pa rin. Ang current mo is 7.5 at saka 7.5. So, 7.5 plus 7.5, 15 pa rin. Okay, so ito na kasi medyo complex kaya meron siyang discrepancy na 0.01. Pero dumatalo na current siya, nakapasok 15, lalabas 15. Pasok 15, lalabas pa rin 15. 15 pa rin dito, 15 pa rin dito. So, lahat siya nag-comply na 15 amperes na current niya. So, that's one way of checking. Kung gusto mong i-check yun using current, so tama yung solution mo. Now, if you don't want to check it using current, you could use yung total voltage. Okay. So, sa total voltage naman, ito, nakaparallel yan. No? So, ito gawin natin. Ito, ang voltage nito is 5.51 at saka dito is 5.51. Okay. Sorry, 51. 5.25. Okay, so, okay. So, 5.25 ang voltage ito, 5 ito. So, therefore, pag nakaseries sila, mag-add yung voltages niya. Okay, tama ba yan? So, it is 10.5 ang voltage niya. 10.5. Ito rin, mag-add. It is 10.5 din. Kasi, pareho sila, 5.25. Okay? Now, dito, ang voltage nila ay 4.5, 4.5, 4.51, sorry, 4.51, 4.51, tsaka voltage ito is 1.49. So, 4.51 times 2 na lang tayo. This is 2, 10, 1, 8, 9. Okay? So, 9.02 plus ito is 1.49. So, it is 0, sorry. 1, and 1, this is 5, okay, this is 10. 10 point. Okay, so tama-tama. Then equal yung voltage. Okay, so it is 10.51. Yan. Okay. Inat ko lang ha. So, ito kasing dalawa is, ito, 4.51, 4.51. Nakasiris sila, pero kailangan i-add mo sila. So, 4.51 and 4.51, these three are in parallel. Therefore, pare-pareho yung voltage yan pag pinag-combine mo. Ang voltage nila is 1.49. So, ito, 2.51 times 2 kasi dalawa sila. And then, add mo yung 1.49. We get 10.51. Okay, so 10 point. Hindi lang siya masyadong equal. 10.51. Meron pa pa rin discrepancy na 0.01. So, may lagay. So, meaning, itong buong ito, dahil nakaparallel, equal dapat ang lahat ng kanilang mga voltages. Okay, so makita natin 5.10.5, 10.5, 10.51. Okay yan to be considered. So let's consider now, voltage nitong buong to is 10.51. Okay, 10.51 volts sa buong. Okay, dito naman parallel din to. So 6 volts, 6 volts, 3 plus 3, 6. So itong buong to 6 pa rin. Kasi pag pinong-press mo yan, parallel siya, 6 volts yan. Okay, so plus 6 volts. Okay. Now, dito tayo, 7.5, 7.5. Okay, pag nag-compress ka dyan, dahil parallel siya, constant yung voltage mo, 7.5 pa rin ang voltage nito. So, this is plus 7.5 volts. Yeah. So, add natin ito, dito ko na lang yan. 10.51. 50 na lang, no, para ito na may 0.1 lang ng discrepancy. Kunin ko na yung pareho dito, 10.5. So, 10.5 plus this is equal to 13 na tayo. So, this is 6. Para walang punta. 6 volts plus 7.5 volts, right? So we have 0, here 1, this is 14, here 1, 24 volts. Yun. Okay? So pag pinagano mo total voltage ito, total voltage nun, we get 24 volts. Tamang-tama dun sa total voltage ng circuit. So you could select kung ano gusto mong gamitin. Add mo ba yung current nila? Dapat tatawag sa total current or add mo yung voltage nila to get the total voltage. So dapat actually, mas maganda, dalawa mo sila titignan eh. Okay? Para sigurado ang tama. So in this case, meron lang discrepancy na 24.01. So, acceptable. Usapan natin is positive, negative, 0.5. Yan ang usapan. Okay? So dahil sa pag-around nito. Okay, so I think, okay lang. Okay? So, don't forget, huwag nyo lang kalimutan yung ano pa dapat ako na may compress yung rules ng Ohm's law and yung rules ng current ng circuits, which is series and parallel. So, pag alam mo lang yung mga yun, apply mo lang naman sila. Okay, pare-pareho lang. Kahit gaano pa kadami yung resistors na yan, kahit gaano pa ka-complex yung drawing yan, pag na-compress ka, nag-solve ka, same yung gagamitin mo. So, just analyze mo dapat. Okay, so I think that's it. Hopefully you understood. So, if they could watch it again as a review for our upcoming quiz next week. Okay, so I think that's all. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.